What are some do you have some challenges that you've encountered with AI that make you kind of that like you have to overcome, or things that you're working with through now?
The only hard part about AI is just the big boy AI, like Stable Diffusion, where it gets into coding, because it's like all the numbers and stuff. You know, it's just like it's a lot. It's like really cool. It's like the most legit form of AI, but it's just like really complex. Yeah, people say like, oh, you know, it's like AI, anybody can do it, but like some of it, it's just like hey, you gotta learn some stuff. You gotta like let me. It's like one of them is like a camera move where like you know where it's like it's just me as an AI, and then I transform into this light right here, and that light transforms into New York City, and it's just like you have to type in the exact code like camera rotate X 3 camera push in Z 4, you know, and like so it's like all that. It's like every bit of movement. So it's
but then it does that if you can do it correctly, it'll
oh yeah, if you can do it correctly, then it's just like it's really really cool. So and you can always copy and paste somebody else's camera moves.
Yeah, that's a really interesting thing as well, because that's a type of AI in terms of the conversation that's happening around that's not talked about a lot. Most of the AI conversation is like, oh, it just makes art for you and it's done, right? What you're talking about, correct me if I'm wrong, is the more useful tools that automate parts of your creative workflow that aren't necessarily like if you want to be creative in that aspect, sometimes it's hard to because of how much work you have to do to get something like a 3D camera, right? When you can have AI that just kind of puts that in the world for you, and you just tell it what to do and it does it. That's a different kind of AI than many people might be even thinking about or talking about when it comes to the work that people do, right?
I feel like that's the AI that artists use, whether like it's just like real artists who are using AI are using it a part of like their process.
Tools in the toolkit.
Tools, exactly.
Yes.
Just tools as a toolkit. Everything else is just America and its consumerism. consume. You got this new thing. Okay, we're gonna make as much of it. We're gonna make as much money as possible.
Replicate this
just take it. Yeah.
And it shows itself in so many different forms of media as well. Like we want to replicate everything that worked and just do it over and over and over again.
Over and over.
So that's really, I'm glad you're shedding light on, because for a lot of people, a lot of, you know, general consumers or people that aren't too into the world of AI, or even people that have fears about AI, would hear you talk about it or hear people talk about it and think like, oh, well, they're just automating all of their work. And for people that are really into it and using it to their advantage, they understand that it's only hyper expanding your creativity as opposed to making it all just like meh, whatever. Like you can just like put anything in and it just kind of creates whatever.
Exactly.
It's like, no, you're using tools that actually give you more freedom to kind of blow up your box. Right?
Yeah. Everybody's got an opinion on the internet. Everybody loves to just say, you know, it's just always like a cheap. I've learned to just like bypass like a lot of comments, because it's just like it's so quick for someone to just go, no, this is AI. This is so easy. You did this and like, this isn't even good. Yeah. Your hair's messed up or something, or look how weird your eyes look. It's just like so much easier for like somebody to. It's just it's an interesting culture of just like, oh, I'm the smartest guy on the internet right now. Let me tell you that AI is just easy. It's just super easy. It's like nothing. Did you see Drake's cover with SZA that's dropping on Friday?
With SZA?
Yeah. He's dropping a song with SZA on Friday, and this is how much AI is just really.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
It's a picture of a woman with just slime covered over. Just
yeah.
Yeah. Did you think that was AI?
No. Is that AI? No,
that was Halle Berry at the Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah, I thought that looked like Halle Berry. Yeah,
the AI is just really like it's just really, that's a part of the conversation now. That's a part of just like consuming content. It's just questioning whether or not it's AI.
So people thought it was AI.
I was one of those people. I zoomed in. You look at the teeth; they look like Sour Patch Kids. They're like different colored little like glistening blocks right here. I'm like,
that's so interesting.
It's just the way that it looked. I'm like, yo, they really went AI, man. People are gonna be so mad. And I go in the comments, it's like, bro, it's just Halle Berry. I'm like, oh,
at the Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yo, that's That's pretty wild, actually. I didn't know there was a whole discourse surrounding that. But you're right. There are a lot of questions now. Anytime somebody like drops something, they're like, "Yo, is this
AI? Did they do this through AI?" And it's like anytime it is AI, people are like,
discredit. Look at that corner. It looks so awkward.
You seen Secret Invasion? The
opening for Secret Invasion. Was that AI?
Yeah, and that was ironically the same process that I was talking about earlier, where you have to do all the things. People are like, "Oh, AI," but I'm like, "Yo, the dude who made this, props to him, because like he had to type in, you had to get such specific parameters to do all those like things. Like it was not
people
easy.